Well, hello. If you've been following my stories this spring, I have been planting a lot of trees, a lot of big trees. And once they're planted, it is a really good idea to take a little bit of the sod away, make a nice ring, edge the trees, and add some mulch. Mulch does multi-purpose things here. It is not just for looks. Mulch helps retain moisture. It helps suppress weeds, suppress the grass from growing in. It's just a good idea to put around your trees, but a lot of people put it on wrong and they edge their tree wrong. I'm a big believer in edging correctly. So this is my Half Moon Edger. It is a Radius brand because it's just what I like. It works well, it's stainless steel, it won't rust, and I love it. I use it on all my beds that don't have edging, and it gives a nice, clean 4-inch edge. 4 inches means those roots are gonna have a hard time surpassing that. So when I start, I wanna make an even circle around the tree. I'm going to start by digging in with my edger. I have 2 posts here because I need to stake my tree. One side is staked, the other side needs to be staked. But you press it in, you pull back, and then I'm gonna start doing that around the whole tree. And what's nice about this is, once you get going and once you start making it, you could take a string line if you wanted to, but instead, I just kind of eyeball it. But look, that beautiful sod pulls out. Keep the sod if you have places it needs to go. I always do. It's great grass. You can put it in places and it will grow. I'm gonna make a ring around the whole tree, and then we're gonna talk mulch, because that's important, people. Mulch is no joke. So I have my last piece here that I'm pulling out. Now you notice I am keeping this 4 inches exposed, and I wanna keep this exposed all the way around the tree, because keeping this open to air, light, it's gonna stop those roots from trying to grow in because they don't have soil right there. Same with mulch. So, mulch. Now that we have it edged nicely, we have all the sod and grass taken away. If we just left it like this, one, the grass would eventually grow into the tree. Weeds would start, that's what they do. So instead, because that's not a good idea, we're gonna put some mulch down. If grass grows all the way up, it can pull the moisture away from the roots of the tree. It can start stressing out the tree, kind of choking it off, because this root flare should always be exposed on a tree. I preach that on my stories, I talk about it all the time. Where it starts to want to grow out laterally should remain exposed, even with mulch. So, we're gonna put mulch on. I just have hardwood mulch, not treated, not colored, because guess what, if it's colored, it has dye in it. Why would you want that artificial color, dye, chemical on your beautiful tree? You don't. So I'm putting on my mulch. So I like to have a nice big ring, because as the tree grows, the ring is gonna need to grow with it. So if you start with a nice big ring, it's easier to mow around and it keeps a cleaner edge. So when you go to parking lots, when you go to malls, when you drive down city streets, sometimes what do you see? You see a volcano mulch, you see this mushroom cloud. It's not good, people. This is choking off the tree, it's taking oxygen away. You wanna push that away. You wanna create a ring. It can be mounted up outside of the trunk, out here, but you wanna keep in here around that root flare open. So this creates a great watering ring. That way when I water the tree, the mulch will help keep in the water, but also it will be a nice thick layer. You wanna have around 2 to 4 inches of mulch to actually suppress weeds. 3 inches is probably ideal, at least. Keep it open around here. Do not volcano mulch it, do not mushroom mulch it. Keep this trunk and root flare exposed. Keep the mulch ring open. Keep their edge open, because now the grass is gonna have a harder time coming in, so I'm gonna keep that mulch up there. You're probably thinking, well, won't rain and wind push this down? Honestly, as mulch sits, gets wet, it kind of gets pushed together and creates its own cohesive mass. So it will kind of stay here. It will suppress the weeds, it will keep the moisture there, and it looks good. That's the whole point. So, edging 101. I do it in my flower beds, I do it around my trees. Mulch, don't mound it up. Do a nice 2 to 4 inch layer to keep it there. And guys, you're gonna have beautiful trees, weed-free, keep moisture. It's a win-win, it's beautiful, you're gonna love it. So, as always, what? Yes, I hope you share these videos around, because I want everyone to see how easy and fun it can be to work outside, to plant trees, to edge your trees, to do some yard work. If I can do it, you can do it. We can all do it. Check my website, wiseguy.com, for tips, for tricks, for recipes, how-tos. It's on there. Till next time, go plant a tree, go weed a flower bed. It's all making a greener world, and that is the best part. I'm gonna keep working.